Peace, love, and light, Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you are new to tarot and you don't know how this works, it is a general reading. That means that everything will not hit it, everything won't apply to you, for those of you who don't know what resonate means. So take what resonates, take what does apply to you, and leave what doesn't. Okay, the roles are interchangeable. That means that I could be talking about you or someone around you. You know who you are and the roles that you and everybody around you plays. So just place yourself and them where you see fit. Okay, let's get into it. Sagittarius, I just want to say, in the pre-shuffle, Spirit wants you to know that whatever you're working on right now, whatever it is that you have your mind set on, that you are actively working on, is golden. And if it's something that's just in your thought, if it's something that you're just thinking about and you haven't actually taken the action on it yet, then you need to take action on it because it is something beautiful. Spirit wants you to know that you need to focus on right now. So whatever it is that you're building right now, you literally are standing on those building blocks, right? You're doing the work right now. Enjoy that process because that is where all the fun is. When you can look around and already see what you're creating. So Spirit is reminding you that your life right now is in a state of huge transformation. You're transitioning. Everything in your life is like you're setting it up to be so beautiful. It is already so beautiful. And one of the things that Spirit is also highlighting is like, yes, it might be a lot of work. It might feel intense at times, right? Because when we're building things, especially when you're like an entrepreneur or an independent business owner or somebody like that, where you feel like you have a lot on your plate, it can be, it can feel like a lot. It can feel heavy. Spirit wants you to remind you that all you got to focus on is right now, right? Yes, you have the goal, but don't be attached to the outcome and everything that you still have left to do. Find peace in the now. Find peace. Look around you and notice all the things that you've already created. Okay, everything that's happening is happening right now for you. Okay, it's like you're right now you're in a position to create miracles in your life, and that's what's happening. Okay, Spirit wants to remind you that you have what it takes to reach your dreams. You're already on that path. You're already on the way. Okay. So yeah, and you're going through a transformation, right? You could feel it. Some of you are going through such a deep transformation that you feel yourself. It's funny because I got this regeneration card for the Leo reading, the Leo sign that I just did before this, and that's what I pull as the pre-shuffle. And I shared this in that. So if you have strong Leo placements in your chart, you may want to go over and look at the Leo reading as well. But yeah, you're going through this transformation, and I feel like you're starting to notice that you're not connecting with the things or the people that once made you happy, right? The things and the people that you once connected with, it's like you're finding that you don't have anything in common with them anymore because you're not the same person that they used to know. And so I feel like this is about being authentic, being genuine. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be who you've already become, right? So if you've changed and that's not who you were, they don't gotta like it. They don't gotta accept it. They don't even gotta like it, right? But you need to be true to who you are. So if you've changed and that's not you and you're not into those things and you don't live your life that way anymore, you need to be vocal about it. You need to be proud of it. You need to wear it with a badge of honor because you have worked hard to become this version of yourself. You've been through a lot to peel back those layers and you've come so far. So I feel like you deserve a round of applause, okay? You need to clap for yourself and you need to be proud of who you are and how you live your life today. So I feel like that may not resonate with all of you. But yeah, I felt that very present. So Spirit, tell me about Sagittarius. What is the energy for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week? What is the energy for Sagittarius for this week? What is the energy for Sagittarius for this week? Yeah, and if you don't feel like like you connect with people anymore, look, you could love them from afar. If you don't feel like you could take part in those activities anymore, you could send them love and thank you for the invite and thank you for thinking of me. Unfortunately, I'll have to decline. That kind of thing. The Five of Cups, there may be, you may feel a sense of loss. You could feel like you're losing yourself because that's the self that you've known, but you're not. You're not losing yourself. You're shedding old skin, okay? That's what you're doing. Tell me more about Sagittarius energy for this week. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like there's something, I feel like you find yourself maybe stuck thinking about something, some sort of decision that you have to make this week, Sagittarius. But I feel like once you finally decide, okay, once you finally find the courage to decide, because I feel like this is an internal struggle. The Chariot is victory, it's success. It's like you can't make a wrong choice. Whatever you choose is going to be the right choice for you. In every choice that we make, even if it doesn't pan out the way that we wanted it to pan out, there's a lesson in every choice. And every choice that we make and every direction that we take, okay, leads us to the lessons that we need to learn. Okay, even if they're not easy lessons, good lessons, they may be hard. But I feel like there's a sense of loss here, and I feel like you might be grieving who you were. Okay, the Two of Swords is, seen as a card of indecision, also like blocked off to certain things. So I feel like, yeah, you might feel disconnected, but I feel like you'd feel disconnected from like the things that brought you pleasure or joy before, or the people who brought you pleasure and joy. And it's not because they're doing anything specifically to you, but you could feel lonely at this time because this is a new process for you. So you haven't really cultivated the relationships to support this process yet. But I do feel like, I know that divine is going to bring you the people who are going to be in alignment with you and who you are right now. Okay. You just need to decide. You need to have that willpower, because the Chariot is about willpower and inner strength. You need to find that inner strength to decide to move forward. Okay. And make that commitment to yourself. Even if some of you, this might be a commitment regarding business or work. Maybe you are trying to decide whether or not to take a course, go back to school, something like that. I feel like some of you are trying to decide on how to move forward from a certain situation, and it's going to require commitment. I feel like that's if you've been bogged down about it, like you haven't been able to make a decision, I feel like that's gonna be lifted very soon. Okay, maybe you feel sad or down about something, and I'm gonna clarify that in just a second. But I feel like you're gonna get clarity. Okay, if you feel like you just haven't been able to create, or you don't know how to move forward with something, Spirit is saying, pray about it. Don't stay stuck on it. Let it go. You know how they say, like, when you can't remember something or you have like writer's block, it's like just take a break, move away from it for a little while, and then come back to it. I feel like in the process of you doing that, you're gonna get the answers that you need. You guys, I have to lick my hands because my fingers, because sometimes the cards don't come out. Give me 2 more. Thank you. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I feel like if there was a conflict that you could have had an argument with somebody, you disagreed about something and you feel really down about it. I feel like you're going to be able to resolve this issue or this situation, okay? Maybe you're not on speaking terms with this person right now, but that's going to change. Either they're going to communicate with you to try to come to an agreement, or to try to, create harmony, create some peace between between you. And I feel like you're going to get clarity, you know, and when we talk to each other, we have a saying in Spanish, hablando se entiende. Sometimes you just need to have a conversation, you know, allow some space, allow some time, things to die down, and then revisit, and you can understand each other much better, right? Because I feel like with the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups here, there may have been some sort of fallout that you had with someone that has you in kind of in a space. Yeah. And some of you will decide to just move away from this situation altogether. You'll have the conversation and it's like, okay, now that we talked about it, we agree that we both disagree. And so if this is like regarding business, maybe you thought that something was going to move forward, you invested in something or with someone and you thought that this was something that you could do, and then after having that conversation you realize, yeah, you know what, now that I think about it, so that, you know, we understand each other, no hard feelings, but I'm gonna move away from this. I rather, you know, like invest somewhere else, or, you know, work with someone else. Okay, some of you, if this is regarding a relationship of some sort and you had some sort of a fallout with your partner, I do feel like, again, communication comes in and you gain some clarity, and there's a decision here that allows you to transform the relationship. Okay, clarify the Death card here. Yeah, so exactly. So I feel like, you know, for some of you, okay, some of you are going to choose to move away from this situation, like either the friendship or the relationship or the partnership, okay? You're going to talk about it. You're going to hash things out and say, you know what, I was wrong for yelling at you or this or that. I realized that, you know what, we don't want the same things, or we're just not seeing eye to eye. And that's okay. I still care about you. I still got love for you, but I'd rather not do business. And so that's for some of you. Others of you are going to be able to hash things out and work through this. If this is a relationship situation, like the relationship, you're gonna, you know, you may have had an argument, and after taking some time and space, I feel like the both of you come back to it, revisit it with a fresh perspective and outlook, with the Ace of Swords, with some clarity, with some truth. And I feel like you are then both, you know, the relationship can move forward. You'll be successful with that, okay? So I am going to leave that there, Sagittarius. I hope that this brought you some clarity, some direction. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. If you enjoyed this reading, please go ahead and give me a like. It helps my channel. If it resonated with you, please comment down below and tell me how it resonated. I love to read it. And hopefully you will consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of the love. Sending you peace, love, and light.